Crude oil stayed bullish for the month of March and it has achieved higher highs at 83.1, 83.2 levels. We have mentioned it as a greater resistance, and in the beginning of the month itself, I have mentioned that forming a double bottom, oil is set to rise. Now, what can be expected from crude oil in the month of April? Can we expect another rally here? As it is closed at the top, can we expect it to continue with the bullish momentum move towards 1992 zone? Or there is a possibility of a reversal as three bullish bearish candle, three bullish candle, and now a reversal. What is going to be our strategy in order to profit trading crude oil in the month of April and in next week? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and press the bell icon to get the twice a day updates for crude oil. Daily I share the levels to profit. First with the Asia session, next with the Europe session, US session. Thus, subscribe and press the bell icon, like, share, and comment as well. It's a great motivation always. And yes, do not miss to join the free Telegram channel for live updates. Let's start. First, we look into charts alone, followed with indicators, and towards that, I will be sharing the trading strategy. Watch till the also, if you have not joined the channel memberships here on YouTube, join the channel memberships and support the effort. Now, look at the oil's movement on the monthly chart. You can find out. See, this was the bottom here, and at this point, at this $70 levels, I have mentioned that oil has bottomed and it is set to bounce back. Now, you can clearly see first drop, retracement, second drop, and a reversal. And also, the closing at the top of the previous candle suggests that oil might continue with the bullish momentum in the coming month as well. However, only concern point here is 3 green, 3 red, 3 green. So now this is what is my concern point. It has to stay above $85 levels in the month of April, and once it stays above 85, I expected it to stay 85, 87 in the month of March itself, but right now it is closed at 83 levels, which indeed is a greater resistance. Why it is a greater resistance? You can see these candles. This makes it definitely a greater resistance to break past by. And as long as 85 levels are not breached, I will still expect that oil should or might continue with the sideways movement. But yes, once it stays beyond 85, we are looking forward to 87.5 and $90 levels in this month. It's remember what it has done: rise retracement. It is trading sideways, and it appears that it is going to stay in the box for a while. A box which is having the top at around 90-92 levels and the bottom at around 70. So it appears that it is going to move towards the top of the box at least. Even if it is not willing to break out, though I am looking forward to higher prices. But yes, 90-95 zone might get achieved soon. Now, but this is only on the monthly charts. Let's have a look at the weekly. Similar is the observation on the weekly charts. You can find out first bottom and it was trading in the box, then higher highs here. Retracement, higher lows, that is most important. You can see this previously it has achieved the lows at around 64, and now it is delivering higher lows. And if you connect the dots here, you will find this beautiful channel where it is delivering higher lows and higher highs. And now also if you look at last few candles, look at the candles here, it is consolidated enough here: red green, red green, red green, red green, and now after a while it is giving a breakout. So specifically in the coming week, if you see the price is staying above 83.2, 83.5 levels, you can just stay bullish. We are looking forward to a very good rise which can in fact take the prices towards 85 levels very very soon, and that will be a indication that if oil stays above 85, we are looking forward to a further rise which will take the prices towards 87.6, 88, and in fact beyond that. Now see, one must notice here you will find higher lows, higher highs. At least 85 is appears to be achievable. Also, one must notice the preceding candle, the last candle and last to last candle, it is consolidated here with slightly lower highs and slightly higher lows. So yes, a breakout is going to be a stronger one. And also one must notice, yes, this is going to be a greater resistance for oil to break past by. We have seen oil getting reversed from this zone several times earlier. Now we have to wait for it to just break beyond 85, which will take the prices higher, and then we can aspire, or it will aspire to achieve 92.4, 95 zone very soon. This is just on the weekly charts. second concern point which I have right now here is, see, the drop was sharp, the rise is gradual. Look at the slope here and here. There is a gradient difference which suggests that it is under retracement, and it is very very important for oil to take a vertical path and move towards this zone such that we can confirm that it is really willing to achieve the double top or the top of this box. This is one part on the weekly charts. Now coming to the daily. On the daily charts, last candle last week, we have mentioned that lower highs, lower lows, and a breakout will take the prices towards double top levels. Precisely, this is done. Next thing to note here on the daily charts is, look at the formation here: rise, retracement, rise, retracement, rise, retracement, and it is set to deliver another highs, which means 85 levels appears to be an achievable level here. And also, if you draw a channel, now the support levels here at around 81 and 80 are going to remain critical. Only bearishness in oil is if you see oil staying below $80, then you can say it is turning bearish, else it is still not to be treated bearish. And also, if you connect the near term highs, you will find, first of all, the lows are beautifully aligned. There is an intermittent channel here where first resistance is at around 85 and then at 87, 88. So these two key levels it needs to break in order to confirm further rise. Now let's have a look at the 4 hour. On the 4 hour charts, important thing to note here is that oil is staying within this box as of now. Thus, a breakout in the coming week above 83.2 and 83.6 levels will take it till towards 85. That is going to be the next milestone which I'll be looking at if it stays above 83.5, 83.6 zone. Now see, right now it is well within the box, so you can buy here at 83.2 levels itself and expect it to rise more. Also, one must notice it has formed a very very stronger base here at 80, 81 zone. Thus, in any case, in the month of April, if oil stays below 80, you can say that the bears will take over. Else, I will still not treat oil as bearish as long as $80 levels are respected. Now, let's have a look at indicators here. We have seen the charts. Time for us to review the indicators. If you look at the indicators part, moving averages are running still parallel and are layered one over other. It is still in the buy zone. It is still in the bullish zone. Now also the 20 period moving average and the median of the Bollinger Bands are situated at around 79 levels. So this is going to be the next support level for the month of April, and as long as 80 now and then 79 is still going to be another level which is come into picture, which is going to remain a great support level, and it is only below 79 where we can find increasing bearishness here. If you look at the stochastic on the monthly charts, after the drop, it is looking upwards, and I expect it to continue moving upwards for the next few months, which will take the prices certainly on the high side. In the year beginning, in the month of January, in the very first review, that was the annual review for oil, one key point I have shared that in next 6 months we can look forward to higher prices in crude oil. We can look forward to 92, 95 as the first target, and I won't be amused or I won't be surprised if it moves towards $110 levels. Yes, I am still sticking to it. Now let's have a look at the MACD. See, MACD I have shared several times previously, and again I am sharing first wave, second wave, and now it is on the verge of a crossover. This crossover is going to lead to higher prices. Be watchful of this. This crossover is going to lead to higher prices for crude oil, and now crude oil is going to be one key challenge in the fight for inflation, because higher energy prices will definitely put pressure on inflation, and this will be the biggest challenge to contain the prices of crude oil so that we can the PC prices, core PC prices, remain within the zone, and then we can say that we are on the right path of containing inflation. Else the major economies are going to suffer with the higher crude prices. That is what is my expectation. Right now it is on the verge of a crossover. If it crosses over here, it is going to lead to a stronger rise in price, and it appears it is all set to do so. RSI is rising here. Coming to weekly chart, likewise on the weekly charts, you can clearly see the crossover. This was a swell crossover between the moving averages, then a peak here, then double bottom here, and it is trying to reverse and crossover on the buy side again. You can see now the moving averages are coming together at around 78, 79 levels, which are going to remain critical support levels here for oil. Also remember, it is consolidated enough here. It is time for it to give a rally from here. Be watchful. We have seen oil trading with red green, and it is time for it to leave this pattern and try to rise. Stochastic entering into overbought zone. If you look at MACD, triple bottom, rise, retracement, and again looking upwards, which will take the prices higher. I have mentioned several times in my previous review, triple bottom. Then this is the main trend, this is the retracement trend, and now it is taking the main trend again. Thus, it suggests there is further bullishness left in oil prices, which will definitely take the prices higher. RSI rising again, this is a bullish sign here. Coming to daily, on the daily charts, moving averages, trading with divergence, staying bullish, looking upwards. Certainly a bullish sign, rise retracement, rise here, staying bullish here, looking upwards, certainly sign of bullishness. Again, support levels from the 20 period moving average and the median of the Bollinger Bands at 80, 81 is very stronger support, and thus it needs to stay below 80, 81 in order to confirm the drop, else it is still not bearish. Moving averages 50 and 100 period have also crossed over, certainly signs of bullishness. Stochastic rising again, looking upwards, showing bullishness. MACD, if you look at MACD, see MACD, the move on MACD has not been smooth, but yes, we can say there is still lot much of room on the upside for MACD to rise, and by the time it reaches the peak here, prices will be at 90 to 95 zone, which we are looking at. And if you look at MACD here, it's starting to diverge and in green, so possibly it is going to continue on the upside. RSI rising, again a bullish sign. Coming to 4-hour chart. Likewise on the 4-hour charts, moving averages trading with divergence, staying bullish, price is looking upwards, and you can find out it has formed a very good base here. With that as base, it is trying to rise, but again the double top levels is what you should look for. Thus, it is very important for oil to come out of this box here. The stochastic overbought, which calls for it to cool down a bit, but look at MACD double bottom and it is looking upwards. It can again look forward to the top here. RSI is rising and entering into overbought zone. So now we have seen the charts and indicators. And before I give you the trading levels and strategy for the coming week and for the month of April, if you want to learn this art of trading, you can be part of my 30th mentorship batch, which starts on 8th of April. In this mentorship batch, we focus on only two things. First is to identify profitable trades with ease, and which can be done with the help of tools, techniques, and strategies which we are going to share with you. But that is only half the job done. The most important part is the art of trading profitably. Now, this is a key to be a successful and a profitable trader. And with the help of trade setups which we share, one can do that as well. So combining these two parts is where our mentorship batch is designed. So thus do not miss this opportunity. Join the batch now. Else you can be part of my signals channel on Telegram, where trading as per the signals you can benefit. So write an email or ping me on Telegram for all your queries related to the service. And many of you had also asked me to recommend a broker which is safe, which is secure, which is available across the globe, which offers a swap-free account with the lowest spreads. Yes, if you join through the link, you will get the lowest spreads. So do not miss this opportunity. Join the broker. Why to spend on spreads? Why to spend on swaps when it can be all in your profits? Join this broker. Recommended link is there in the channel and video description. Now first let's talk about the levels. I will recommend you to buy here at 83.2. Just wait for 83.6 levels to be breached. Once oil stays above 83.6 here, we can expect that oil is going to move towards 85.1 levels as the next targets. And this is going to remain a critical resistance as prices can still reverse from these levels and stay bearish. Though I do not expect so, once it breaks beyond 85.1, we will look forward to a good rise towards 86.6, 87.6, and then 88 levels. Yes, this is what I will be looking forward to in the month of April. At least this much, if it stays above 85, we are looking forward to a very, very good rise towards 87.6 and 88 levels. And any move beyond this, you can look forward to 89.2 and 91.4 levels, beyond which you can look forward to further rise towards 92.5 and higher levels. Anything and everything is possible. These are markets. You have to watch out with caution. You have to keep booking profits and keep re-entering, because see, it is always not going to be a single direction or a one-way train. It is going to take a reversal and then bounce back. Even if it is bullish, it has to reverse or retrace a little before bouncing back. Thus you need to keep booking profits and keep re-entering on the buy side if you see it taking the support. And as long as oil stays above 80, 81, one expect the bullish momentum to continue. Now, where to sell? This is also important because uh, these are markets and can go either which ways. Thus, I will recommend you to sell only and only if you see it is staying below 82.5 levels, where we can look forward to 82.1, 81.8, and 81.6, or rather 81.4 levels as the next targets. Now, these are the key levels which are going to play a major role in deciding the future of oil for the month of April. In fact, even if you see this, we will look forward to 81, 80.5 at the two stronger support, and then 80. If it drops below 80, you can say it is trying to trade bearish. The bears are taking over. We are looking forward to 79, 78.4, and then further drop towards 78. Below 78 is where we can say it is bearish and it is going forward to a crash. Chances for which appears to be less, very, very less, rather, I should say. Thus, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Do not miss to watch the daily updates of crude oil, twice a day updates, rather, I should say. Join the free Telegram channel and join the Mentorship Batch or Signals channel and enjoy the profits here. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading week and a happy profitable trading month ahead.